Hey, there we are. Hello, everyone, and happy holidays. Merry Christmas, Merry Kwanzaa, Happy Festivus. Um, it is the second night of Hanukkah. Did we forget anything? We're nearing the end of the year. Not no, it's still too soon to really wish a happy new year yet. But let's see. I'm forgetting one. I'm forgetting one. Thank you, Kisty Nocturne Reverb. Oh God, I just gave it away. That means you guys now know that I am going to sing again. It's always something. There's just so many buttons and knobs and little things, and it's like people don't know. There's like a lot going on. There's a lot. There's like the green screen, there's the video, there's the microphone, there's the singing microphone, there's the laptop with the music, there's the two screens, there's the chat going, there's Erison texting me going, go! There was, all of this beautiful makeup and costuming, and it's just so much. And DJ Erison, no, actually it is more than we're used to in the before times, but we've been live streaming now for 9 fucking months. Like, should we not have this dialed in yet? But somehow it is just completely not dialed in. There's always more shit, especially for today, because today is my favorite holiday of the season. Not the solstice, not Christmas, not even my birthday, which is Christmas Eve, not Hanukkah, not, Kwanzaa, Festivus, Saturnalia. No, it is Santacon. It is Santacon. Santacon happens in different places all around the world in different, sometimes it's in San Francisco, and I believe often in LA. It is the second Saturday of the month. Sometimes it changes. Second Saturday of December, not just any old month. Of course, it's December. So it's like, but Friday's our big night. So we are, and frankly, it is already Saturday on my side of the world. I'm coming to you live from Berlin. So it's already Saturday, and yeah, it's Santacon. So does everyone know what Santacon is? I don't know what I need to explain to people. What who doesn't know what Santacon is? Let me see your emotes in the chat. Give it to me. We don't have a Santa emote, do we? Damn, we should have had a custom Santa emote. Here, I'm just gonna blast a bunch of confetti. Bosun50 has no clue what Santacon is. Yaganub has no clue. Oh, this is great. Okay. I love this. Okay, so this is what Santacon is. So, a long time ago, tell us more, Grandma. Basically, I want to say around the late 80s, possibly the early 90s, there was a group of sort of, God, how do you describe this group? The Cacophony Society. The Cacophony Society was a loose-knit organization, a loose-knit club, loose-knit group of people who would do these sort of like agit-prop, guerrilla-style events. They would do things like, they would organize like this, tuxedo and gown formal dinner in the middle of the Golden Gate Bridge. They would do things like the Brides of March, where a bunch of people all dressed up in like white wedding gowns and ran around the city. They would do things like scavenger hunts, things like that, like these real kind of just fun events that were very, like I said, loose knit, loosely organized. They had a newsletter. I mean, this is like, we're talking late 80s, early 90s. It wasn't pre-internet, but it was pre-World Wide Web. And it was a lot of word of mouth. And one of the things they did was a thing called Santarchy. Has an anarchy, Santarchy. And much like the Brides of March, where people would dress up like in wedding gowns and go running around the city, this was buy a cheap Santa suit. Just and it expanded beyond just dress up like Santa. It then became like a lot of like festive holiday, sexy Santa's little helper, and slutty Santa, and crazy Santa, and of course drunken Santa. So it started off as like just a fun way to take over the craziness of the Christmas season. All the Santas, everyone dressed up like Santa, would meet at Union Square, which is downtown San Francisco. It's right in the like kind of in the middle of the shopping district, and then would kind of like go to Macy's. They'd go to San Francisco Center, which is now Westfield Center shopping mall, and it was kind of like this sort of like this guerrilla style anti-consumerist kind of like let's fuck with people, like before the term troll existed, let's troll a bunch of like holiday shoppers and just sort of like make fun of the whole Christmas consumerist frenzy, ho ho ho, and that is how it started. So it has now been sort of like, over the years, Santarchy also, it was never official, like when cops would show up and be like, who's in charge here? The what everyone would say, it was like, Santa's in charge. Of course, everybody's Santa. So, like literally there was nobody in charge. And it was one of these things where it was, making fun of Christmas, but also sort of embracing the chaos of the holiday as well. And kind of like, poking at people and just sort of like messing with people, right? There'd be these like holiday shoppers, everyone just, going about like, oh, they're frantic holiday shopping. And then you just see like this massive mob, like literally a mob of Santas, like coming across the street or on the escalators in the mall, and and it was like, and everyone's dressed in red and white, and it was like, beware the red tide, and it was really fun, and it was really crazy. And then of course a lot of times after like the whole like let's go troll people in the shopping malls and stuff, people would then go to bars and have kick back some drinks. And then that became a little bit more of what it started to be called Santacon instead of Santarchy, because Santarchy's, I can see why Santacon ended up becoming the more de facto term, because it's a little rolls off the tongue a little better than Santarchy. Yes, DJ Erison, you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. It was totally that. Yeah. So Santarchy kind of morphed into Santacon, and along with that morphing was less of this sort of like agitprop guerrilla style, anti-consumerist troll, and then turned into straight up a bar crawl. It turned into a bar crawl. Obviously people would from the very beginning, people would like go to bars, but it started off as just like a big mob in Union Square, and then that mob moving around. But then the mob got like to be too huge. So at least in San Francisco, like Santacon is like thousands of people, and there would be different factions. There'd be like an Oakland faction. There'd be like the faction over in that would meet like in other places, and then when it became a little bit more of a bar crawl, there would be like wherever the bar districts were, there'd be like downtown Union Square, San Francisco, but there'd also be Polk Street, which had a bunch of bars, and it really, cousin fun in a San Francisco moment turned into a bar crawl, absolutely. And by the time this concept, by then, so now we're talking around like late 90s, 2000s, and it's there's websites, there's Twitter accounts. It started. The internet spread this concept to other cities. So, there's the Santacon that's been a long-running Santacon that's been happening in LA, certainly New York City, Seattle. I mean, all the places where Booty Mashup does parties. Also, other cities. Jupiter Gatling and I went to a Santacon here in Berlin. Now, granted, it was like 10 people. It was hardly anything, but still, it definitely morphed and took on a life of its own. And Double T, yes, I was avoiding mentioning that, but yes, not unlike Burning Man, which actually also started off as literally a Cacophony Society trip. A zone trip. That's how Burning Man, not Burning Man itself, but Burning Man in the Black Rock Desert was literally straight up a Cacophony Society event. And Santacon, very much Cacophony Society, but then took on a life of its own. Look who's here, everyone. It's Jupiter Gatling.
And this is Santacon. We have two Santas, one of them drinking, because that's how it always ends up.
Well, I mean, when we went to Santacon, what, 2 years ago? How long ago did we go in Berlin? Was it last year or 2 years ago?
I believe it was 2 years back at this point. It was 2 years back. We made a whole plan. We looked up where the tour's gonna go.
Yep.
We were at the right time at the right place. But none of the Santas, because they got stuck in place number 2 and just got fucking wasted in a Berlin nightclub. And, eventually we found some of them, and they were at we went to the spot we were supposed to meet up like 2 hours later or something, and hung out with a bunch of expats and 2 people who came out from Frankfurt to do Berlin Santacon every year.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, oh my God. I had this vision in my head of like what Berlin Santacon would be. If you want to sit over here on this side. Berlin Santacon, because it's Berlin, I just sort of figured it'd be like, at least 100 people or so. No, that was not the case at all. It was quite small. But anyway, so to continue the Santacon story, so the way that it works in San Francisco, LA, all these places now, is Santacon is pretty much now just straight up a bar crawl. It is not, all of its roots as sort of like this anti-consumerist kind of like, let's just go like, have fun and fuck with people. That's not really a thing. It is now just straight up a bar crawl. And because of that, scooch over a little bit. Because of that, it's gotten a little bit of a worse reputation. It is not nearly the super crazy fun thing that it started off as. I know a lot of bar owners. I mean, it sort of depends. It's like, are you team Santacon or are you like anti-Santacon? Because the thing is like all it takes is a few bad Santas to ruin it for everyone, and people get like wasted and drunk, and they pop into a store and or into a bar and puke on the streets, and it can get a little ugly. So Your little drink here is so bothering me because it's literally right next to the laptop.
I like living dangerously.
I know this is like I'm having visions of
Santacon,
actual Santacon
I just
at
want
TNA.
you to get all these nostalgic feelings
Oh my
back.
God, I know. Whereas like drunk Santa comes up and is like, hey, can you play? And then spills a drink, like
Look,
totally.
I even got red champagne just for Santacon.
Yay!
Do you want a sip?
I will give this a shot, sure.
I also wanted to say I have nothing to say. I'm just here to drink publicly, as for the full-on Santa experience.
Wow.
There's nothing of value coming out of my mouth today. I stand for nothing. I'm just here to look cute and drink.
Okay, so you literally just
literally Santacon.
You literally summed up everything I just said. Where it was like when I started going to Santacon, it was back in the Cacophony Society days. I skipped many years. Oh, and the reason I skipped many years is because I was too busy throwing a Santacon after party. I would always, I love the concept of Santacon. I love any sort of holiday where you can dress up. So what we would do is we would always have and it was always the second Saturday of the month, so it almost 100% fell on the same day as Santacon. So we would have our holiday party. We didn't even call it a Santacon after party back then. It was just the booty mashup holiday party. But I had a rule. If you came dressed up like Santa, you got in for free. And that word spread to the Santacon people. And so we would get like a shit ton of drunk Santas. So it then and by the time you make it, like you've been drinking all day. By the time you make it to DNA Lounge at 9 p.m. to get in, you are you might have lost your beard, you might have lost your pants, you might have it was it was crazy. And so my door people were overwhelmed. We had to sort of institute some rules. Originally I was a real asshole about it. I was it's a $20 party that you're getting into for free because you're dressed up like Santa. So there's no phoning it in. And my door person, queen size, was such a stickler. It was Adriana said from head to toe. So if you were in a full-on Santa suit, but you were not wearing black boots, you were only wearing sneakers, he would not let you in for free. Eventually, I was like, you come on. Queen size is the best, but then he was just he was so I was because I would get really angry emails from people. Or they would accost me in the club where it'd be a bunch of them super Christmased out, maybe someone who wasn't in a Santa outfit, but they were dressed as a sexy elf, or they're dressed like a present with a big bow. They obviously put effort and work into it, but they didn't have the hat, the beard, the coat, the pants, the boots, So then I started telling queen size, that's okay, look, from the ankles up, and for the ankles up needs to be Christmas-y. It doesn't have to just be Santa. If they're wearing, candy cane tights, or, they're dressed like an elf and they're wearing green tights, or, things like that, it's as long as they're in theme, it doesn't need to be Santa specific. And so then he would still he enjoyed his job. It would still be if you because I even forgot about the beard. He used to even be if you didn't have a beard, you didn't get in for free. And that was the first one I had to be come on, it's that's. We can't, by the time they've made it to DNA Lounge, if they are still standing and not drunk in, back home already, puking in a bucket, or, on the sidewalk somewhere, come on. Let them in. They at least have everything else. But so first it was the beard, and it was okay, it's okay if they're not wearing a beard. Then it was okay, it's okay if they're not wearing black boots. But pants Pants is where we drew the line. Like, it would be, because then it's like, okay, I'm loosening up the rules a little bit. So I'm getting texts from Queen Size. And he's like, well, what about pants? I'm like, are the pants red? And they're like, no, they're just jeans. But they got everything else. From the waist up, they're Santa. But they're wearing jeans. And I'm like, no. But I was like, but I did institute a rule. It's like, okay, you can't get in for free because you did not full ass it. You only half-assed it. And we do not allow, it's like you only get in for free if you full-assed your Santa outfit. If you half-assed it, then you get in for half price. And that actually worked out. Like, people were sort of aware. They could be like, and they're like, okay with $10, for the most part. Of course, there's some who are like, fuck this, they're already wasted. But word started getting around that we were the Santacon after party, and that you would get in for free. So there were a few years where, like, our doors opened at 9. At like 8 o'clock, there would be like drunken Santas like outside just waiting for us to open. And so I loved DJing the Booty Mashup holiday party, and then we started just calling it the Santacon after party, or the Santacon party, because you would, like, from the door, the minute doors open, there's like, blam, at least 50 Santas on the dance floor, which was great. And then somehow over the last couple years, I have to say, I think a couple things happened. Number one, Santacon started getting a bad reputation amongst people in not just San Francisco. I saw it in New York. I saw it in LA, where, people are just like, oh God, Santacon is just a bunch of drunk assholes. And, basically Bad Santa's ruined it for everybody. And there would be like bars that would like very specifically not allow you in if you were dressed up like Santa. And we were like one of the last holdouts. It's like, no, you're still welcome here. I know you're all drunk assholes and everybody hates you now, but you're still welcome here. But then we had to start adding to the flyer. It's like, Santa gets in for free. And then, like, in parentheses, as long as you're fully dressed and not too wasted. Yeah, and Dr. Creep's Santacon in New York does trend towards the drunk messes. I mean, that's Santacon everywhere now. And so, it's sort of sad that Santacon, unfortunately, like, on my Facebook feed and some of my social media feeds, they're like, well, the one good thing about 2020 is Santacon's canceled.
DJ Fox even said that. DJ Fox, just to be reminded by the dance commander that, we're still having a Santacon party.
Yeah. Even and DJ Fox used to love Santacon. I remember it because I know he used to get dressed up and do it. And then it just, like I said, it turned into a drunk mess, all of it. And so it's gotten a little bit of a bad rep. Maybe 2020 is the reset button we all need. We're dressed like Santa, but we are not going into someone's business establishment and being drunk, obnoxious assholes. We're all hopefully socially distancing at home. So we are still here for Santacon. Boson 50 wants to know, do you get Santacon in London? There is a Santacon in London. In fact, if you go to, I believe, literally just Google Santacon. There is like sort of a master website. I want to say it's Santacon.com, but I'm not 100% positive it's Santacon.com. But just Google Santacon, you will see a website, and it's got a ton of cities listed. It also will say everything's canceled this year. But yeah, it's San Francisco's really just like with Burning Man. San Francisco is the birthplace of Santacon. Yes, thank you, Double T. Santacon.info.
Info. I wonder who snatched Santacon.com.
You know, right?
And what they wanted for the URL.
Right, who's cyber squatting on that? So here this is literally our Santacon mashup talk. Thank you, everyone, for being here, coming and hanging out. We are gonna give DJ Tyme a call because when it came time to do the schedule, this was the one. DJ Tyme does Thursday nights.
Christmas like no one
Yeah,
else.
and he loves Christmas and he loves Santacon. So let's give DJ Tyme a quick call here. Well, what? Wait, where are you?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
There you are. Wait,
No,
wait.
OBS. No, down here. Let me do it. Tech support.
Oh,
I'm right here.
Ta-da!
there we go.
I swear I'm right here. Hi. Hey. Well,
Hey.
am I here?
Yes.
I'm somewhere.
Give me
Hi,
that
everybody.
second.
Oh,
Hello.
there we go. We're gonna wait. No. Let's do it this way. We are gonna go right and then that. Okay. There we go. How's it going, DJ Tyme?
I'm just living that ho 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 life.
I also like your
There's a-
sweater a lot. Oh, it's a penguin. It's a DJ. It's a douchey DJ penguin.
Penguin.
There's so much going on.
It's like, yeah, he makes noises when you touch him. It's
Wow.
Really.
like, yeah. Hey, everybody. Oh, I just want to go on record saying I am Team Santacon. But my perspective on Santacon is from the inside, where it's really fun. Sometimes, if you're with the right people.
Right.
But
I mean, the last Santacon I did in real life was with you last year.
Yeah,
Wasn't it-
that was kind of a tame one. That was kind of a mild one. We got. I feel like we escaped in and out pretty well.
Yeah, we just sort of like jumped in for a little bit of the bar crawl on Polk Street. I believe I had like you and me and Mel was with us, and we got our selfies. I had one drink, maybe I had two.
Who does that? Who does one drink for Santacon?
I'll tell you. I will tell you who does one drink for
Professionals.
Santacon.
Professionals.
The professionals who then need to run to DNA Lounge and set up for a proper Santacon party
I mean-
and can't be super
Right.
wasted.
I actually also remember
Right.
DJ
Forgot
Tyme
about
not
that.
actually making it to that booty party afterwards.
Yeah, probably didn't. Yeah, I don't really remember. I feel like that Pixel Storm. That was like how it went down.
Yes, we are in a pixel storm
No,
again.
it's fun. It's fun hearing you talk about the chaos at the door of Booty Mashup for Santacon, because it really is entertaining as hell to just like stand outside and watch them try to haggle queen size and convince them they're in Santa outfits, and then that's if they even make it to the
that's-
door. A lot of them just pass out on the sidewalk outside, and I'm not even kidding. I have like a photo album dedicated to Santa Santa passed out. Yeah, it's a
thing.
blast.
It's definitely a thing. And yeah, you definitely missed out on a Santacon or like yeah. Do you remember not?
Oh! I did not miss out. Okay, I did not miss out. There was a lot of Santacon that night, but maybe I missed out on the booty mashup.
Oh.
I don't know. I thought I was there. I
They
mean,
probably just
shit,
all
actually,
they
I don't
probably
even
all just
remember
boil
anymore.
into each other. All the
Yeah.
Santacons.
I mean, the thing is I
Yeah.
do remember. I don't remember if you were booked. I don't see. I'm not having the trauma of you missing a DJ set. I don't think you were
No,
booked.
he wasn't.
Yeah,
He wasn't
I know.
booked.
Oh yeah.
He was smart. He did not get booked.
Actually, I want to go on record. I want to go on record. I don't miss DJ sets ever, so that definitely did not happen. I might be in the DJ booth like half
Right.
dead, but yeah, no, it's Santacon. I was just thinking about this earlier at Booty. It's kind of like a 3-part story, and it's quite beautiful to witness. You have the chaos outside, then you have the party itself, and then you have the aftermath. And the party itself, it kind of rivals like the onesie party, because everybody comes in dressed up in warm, fuzzy clothing. And then as the night progresses and they start dancing and sweating, they start opening up the shirt, throwing off the shirt, throwing off the pants. Next thing you know, everybody's naked, pretty much damn near naked. And then it's just like a hot and sweaty mess. And it smells like candy cane and vomit. It really does. If you can picture that, And then the final part, which is my favorite part, the aftermath, when they turn all the lights on, everybody leaves. It's like when we're packing up our backpacks, putting our DJ shit away, and you see
Oh
Santa
my God, yeah.
outfits
It's like
everywhere. I mean,
yeah, it
everywhere.
is like the dance floor, the stage, the booths, the like
Yeah.
it is just red and white madness
It's like a
everywhere.
carpet you walk on.
Yeah, and Chatbot, I kid you not, we're talking like giant piles, like because what they do at the end is they mop up the Santa outfits. They go around and they mop them all up into a pile, and I think one year it was so big I jumped off the stage into it because I was like, "Oh, this might be fun." Yeah, looking back at that, that's
Oh my!
gross.
Oh please!
What was
I don't know. I don't
thinking?
know. Doug, is it any more gross than me going through and being like, do I want that? Okay, I'll keep that. Ooh, this is a cute hat. I'm gonna keep that hat. Oh no, don't get rid of that. Ooh, let me grab that. And I've like grabbed so much, like just Christmas outfit, Santa outfit.
Yeah.
I mean, now Smash Color's like, ew. I don't put it on. I take it home. I wash it, and then I've got like, and the thing is, it's like there are things like Santa hats, right? Like I've needed so many.
Yeah.
Like for Santacon, I want my whole staff in Santa hats. I want my band in Santa hats. So
Pretty
yeah,
regulars.
exactly. It's like we have a uniform this night, and
But
so
but to your defense, sometimes most of the time you don't have to look for them. People just throw
oh
them up in the
yeah.
DJ booth. They'll just be shit. They'll just be shit in the DJ booth, and you're like, well, I mean, it only hit
Right.
the DJ booth. I mean, it can't be that dirty, right?
But in case shiz, it's like free Santa clothes. Yeah, exactly. And, otherwise it's just going to end up in a landfill. So I'd rather take the pieces that are like still usable and wash them. And yeah, I've got like at home in San Francisco, I have like a ginormous shopping bag, like one of those, huge bags from Chinatown, just filled with red and white clothes. It's like red and white Santa. All the slutty, sexy Santa clothes.
I just had an idea. We should be collecting all the clothes we find, clean them, and then we give them out to people that aren't dressed in Santa gear at Booty. Like, hey, you want a Santa outfit? Here you go. Boom, boom. And then you get a Santa.
You get a
Santa. You get a Santa. You might have hepatitis. Watch that. I love Santacon. Did I ever tell you the story? The one time I got paid to party at Santacon.
Wait, how was that?
Yeah. Okay. So I got paid in sunglasses, but I got paid. So me and Nate, DJ and Nate, this is like 6 years ago. We were sponsored by a sunglass company. It was like a monthly, like a sunglass of the month type of club, and they wanted to do like a big promo. So what they did is they took a golf cart and they decorated it and did some construction to it to make it look like Santa's sleigh. And then they packed it with like hundreds of sunglasses in boxes. And then we dressed all up in Santa outfits and we rode around this golf cart, like on the streets, on the sidewalks, through the parks, everywhere Santacon was, following them, passing out sunglasses. And I'll tell you, that was a trip because, having a golf cart for Santacon when somebody else is driving it too, that is hella convenient.
Well, yeah.
You can cut through the traffic.
Right.
But yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, so yeah, that'd probably be the best Santacon ever right there.
And that's a pretty damn good Santacon. See, I am somewhat conflicted about Santacon because as much as I love it, I do understand how it has been sort of co-opted by, basically co-opted by drunk assholes.
By consumerism, the very thing they were actually rebelling against in the first place.
A little bit. And then also it's well, yeah, go on. What were we going to say, Tyme?
Well, I just think it's kind of like hypocritical for people that go to Burning Man to shit on Santacon. Because Burning Man went through the same trajectory as Santacon. The Cacophony Society started this weird shit in the desert. Then it went mainstream and people shitted on it. But people still go to it and love it and use that as their culture and their life. But yet when it comes to Santacon, all of a sudden it's like, no, over it. So I don't understand how you could be for one and not the other. Because it's literally the same thing, just in the wintertime.
Well, to be fair, Burning Man gets a little bit of a bad rep too these days sometimes. So,
But they still go to Burning Man. They still always go.
Yeah. Well, there's still thousands that go to Santacon as well. But oh my god! So my big drunk Santacon story. It involves me heavily, but I was not the one who was drunk. So,
Uh-oh.
oh yeah, you know where this is going. It's a Mysterious D story. So for those who don't know, Mysterious D was the co-founder of Booty Mashup, was my partner for many years, and started the party with me back in 2003. She hasn't been with Booty Mashup since like 2017, but anyway, she had a reputation for, she would go hard. She went hard. She was like, she was a partier. And it's like sort of like you know the story of Studio 54. Studio 54 is like two guys. There's like a long storied tradition of like two people running the party or two people running the nightclub, and there's the one who has their shit together and keeps shit running, and then there's Steve Rubel, like coked up and drunk and like doing crazy shit, and and Mysterious D was definitely like the Steve Rubel, like definitely could be charming, could be an asshole. You never knew which one you were gonna get. Well, after years and years of throwing a Santacon party, we both really wanted to be like, fuck, we're throwing this Santacon party, but we've barely ever been to Santacon. This year, we're going to do it. We're going to go to Santacon. And we're going to be good. We're not going to like get too wasted. We're just, going to have a couple drinks and then go to DNA Lounge.
Not too wasted.
Not too wasted. So
I see nothing wrong with this plan.
So, well, that's not how it went down. I didn't get too wasted, but of course, in typical Mysterious D fashion, she wanted to stay out for one more drink, and I had to get to
one more drink. Yeah. Hold on.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Right. So, because I had sound check, because Smash Up Derby, my live mashup band, we always did an all Christmas mashup set. So Mysterious D didn't need to be there until like 10 p.m. That was when her DJ set started. So I was like, that's fine. Don't worry. I'll go and get everything set up like I always do. And I'll see you there at around 10. Don't get too wasted.
Yeah. Famous last words.
Where's the Morgan Freeman voice? And then it was like, but in fact, she did get wasted. Oh my god! And so what happened was, yeah. So I had, let me see, I believe I'm pretty sure DJ Dada did 9 to 10 because he's always like the opening DJ, and then I would do 10 to 10:30 as like just sort of like a little warm up set, and then Mysterious D would take over at 10:30. That was kind of like our typical schedule. So it's 10. She's not there yet. 10:15, 10:30. I'm texting, nothing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's like, okay. And then she would text me and I was like, I'm on my way. And I was like, an hour later, still not there. And I'm like, oh God, she went hard for Santacon. That was, just like you said, Doug, that was not one more drink. Or as Morgan Freeman says,
yeah,
there was not, in fact, one.
That was
not
not one more drink. In fact, she continued to drink for the next 48 hours.
Yes, that's exactly.
Did she ever make it to the party?
Okay, so this is how it works. So I'm like freaking out because I'm DJing, and of course I'm going into her set time, and then at 11, so I go on at 10. At 11, Smash Up Derby plays. And then we had Raid in town. So those of you, if you're familiar with the Dance Commander Disco, Ramey Becker. DCD, shout out. Ramey Becker, who runs the DCD, she, in the before times, ran Raid, Random Acts at Irreverent Dance. They were our dance crew, our resident dance crew at Booty Mashup in LA. And I had brought them up to San Francisco because they were going to do like a whole midnight thing. So I need to MC that, coordinate all that. So meanwhile, I really need another DJ in the booth doing their job. But instead, it's just me. It's just me. So I'm DJing from 10 to 11. I then walk down to the stage. I sing with Smash Up Derby for 30 minutes. And then I walk back up to the DJ booth. I play another half-hour set. And then it's time for midnight. It's the Midnight Mashup show. Normally, I'd be on stage emceeing, but I also need to run the music for Raid for the midnight show. So I'm emceeing from the DJ booth. Playing music for Raid, then, outroing them, and then I continue to DJ. And then around 1 o'clock in the morning, Mysterious D finally shows up. And she's like, I'm ready to DJ.
Yeah. That was the move.
Right. Except that at this time, I was already DJing on a laptop. I was already on Serato, and she DJ'd with still CDs. She didn't learn how to. She eventually learned how to DJ with Serato, but she had CDs. So I'm like, "Where are your CDs?" She did not bring her DJ book of CDs. So and she's just like, no, I'm here to DJ. And I'm like, okay. I made sure I had a long song on, and I made sure I had another song queued up. And I just stood back, and I'm like, okay, you're up. And she's like gone. She's just gone. Like there's something in her brain that says she wants to DJ, she's here to DJ, but fuck. And then she's just
what's missing?
Did she lose the CDs or just never bring them?
No, she never brought them. Okay. She didn't lose them, thankfully. But no, they're
as she attempts to rock the crowd, she realizes she has nothing to rock with. So she ends up standing there, looking into the void of the dance floor, into the void.
And then finally, it was like, I can see that, like, okay, my song's running out. And I'm just like, you didn't bring any CDs. Okay, you can go now. And I was like, I just like slowly pushed her out of the DJ booth, and then continued to DJ until 3 a.m. So I literally was there for 5 hours DJing, emceeing, singing with my band. I didn't win Santacon, but I saved the Santacon after party.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I know, right? God.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Why do you suddenly have this?
Wait, I got one for you, Jupiter.
Hyper!
Oh, I know you got this. I gave you that one.
Yeah, I know.
Hyper.
I knew where this would end up. I had a feeling.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I love hearing these stories because I could visualize you doing these, Adriana. I could visualize you on running around doing all it's kind of fun. It's kind of like, and I've had a couple situations where I've had to DJ in 2 rooms at the same time because somebody was late, or host and DJ, and man, I miss that. That was fun. You get in the zone of it. You know your track. You know where you got to be at a certain time, and you just dial in, and it's just like the show train.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things where, I at the time I was super annoyed, but then by the time I got to the end of the night, I was like, fuck yeah, I did that.
You did that.
I did that. I kept that party together in the face of adversity. In the
name of Santacon.
Yes. And I do remember, I would have to pee every now and then, and I would just grab somebody, usually just, a staff person, and be like, just stand in the DJ booth. I'd put a long song on, and I'd be like, if this song ends, just hit this button right here, and I'd run to the bathroom, and
So Sneakers became a DJ too.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I did it. It's a fun story, but yeah, I am so glad I never really have to deal with that sort of behavior ever again. I mean, it's typical of nightlife, but at a certain point, I'm kind of like, I'm too old for this shit. I want to work with people who have their shit together, even during Santacon. I mean, especially during Santacon.
Especially, yeah, definitely.
You need a professional drunk.
Yeah.
Yes.
And when it all comes together, though, it really is something magical at the booty parties with Santacon, with the shows, Hubba Hubba Review we've had a few times, your band a few times.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, I was just going through videos on my phone looking back at it. And man, I mean, it is a fun party. And these shows, like, it's something magical about everybody to the red and white theme, and all warm and fuzzy, and the music and the bands. And wait, didn't I hear something about you saying you're gonna actually sing tonight?
I am gonna sing. I'm gonna do.
Oh.
I'm going to. Well, it is the second night of Hanukkah. I am going to be singing a Hanukkah song because somebody has to. But it's also Santacon, so I'm gonna be also singing a song about how Santa Claus is. Well, let's be honest, is a stalker. He's a stalker. I mean, he knows when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. I mean, the dude's totally spying on you.
He sneaks into your house in the middle of the night. He eats your food.
Right? Yeah. No, Jupiter. Is Jupiter gonna sing? No, Jupiter's not gonna sing. Sorry, CJ. But yeah. So I'm gonna sing a couple songs. I really miss singing with Smash Up Derby. These songs that I'm gonna be singing tonight originated as Smash Up Derby holiday songs. We still have never recorded our holiday album that we every year we're like, hey, we should record a holiday album. But you need to record a holiday album like in July in order to have it like ready for December. And it's always like July comes and goes and I'm not thinking about Christmas. I mean, I guess we did think about Christmas this past July because we did Christmas in July.
Yeah.
But
actually, that could you can use that. You can use like Christmas in July to kind of like get you in the mood to record the album. Like do it like the same week.
Yeah. DJ Dada is in the chat. Dada, yes.
Hey, DJ Dada.
Also known as the drummer for Smash Up Derby. So, we will someday record that fucking Smash Up Derby holiday album. Probably more of an EP. I think we've got like about 6. Don't talk to me about this Christmas album. I know we've been talking about this Christmas album for like 10 years.
Oh, also, look what a chatbot's saying. Buzzer just proposed to the boyfriend and said yes.
Yay! Congratulations! Yay!
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Hyper!
Wow!
That was great
Congratulations!
Love it.
Holy moly! Oh, right on.
Congratulations,
Congrats.
Buzzer. Awesome. So
We're gonna have the Dance Command Disco Zoom room open later, so
Yes.
or in a few minutes. So, man, after party. there.
yeah,
Wow,
definitely.
That's so cool.
I'm super excited about. I mean, we tend to do holidays. We go hard for the holidays, and there's like a lot of Christmas stuff. But Santacon is like the one that's a little bit more. It's the kookier, crazier one, and it's a little bit more Santa themed. I'm very curious to see if the Dance Commander Disco, like if people are in like full on Santa outfits, or if they do an interpretation of Santa, Santa stuff.
So just to be known, this is not my Santacon
okay.
outfit. This is my Mashup Talk outfit.
Okay.
I got something else coming.
Dance Commander Disco. Smash Color. Sorry. Dingo. Whatever the fuck I said. I'm not even drunk yet.
We might need to change this though. I opened a red champagne just for the mashup talk, so I gotta go somewhere.
Right, exactly. I might have one. I might have one
and
drink.
then just one more.
No,
maybe just one last one. Just one more drink.
We'll see what happens. But yeah. So Santacon 2020. I am here to say is officially not canceled. We are here for it.
Not canceled.
Like,
not canceled. It's not canceled.
And in fact, like, I think Santacon 2020, especially considering what a drunken shit show it has gotten to be over the years. I think that this might be the better way to do it. You know.
I agree. I agree because the thing too about Santacon that's really complicated and tiring is the moving around, the walking, the driving.
God.
How do you get from point A to point B? Right now, I have my point A to point B set up. It's like bathroom, kitchen. Oh, there's a point C, living room.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true. Like, if you're doing a bar crawl and you're in a Santa suit and then you're like, oh God. And then if you party like late at night and then you miss the BART train home or, whatever city you're in, so obviously you're not driving. Yeah. I mean, granted, I think, now everyone has Uber and Lyft, so it's a lot easier, but still.
During Santacon, that's not going to work.
What? Why not?
You can't just have 1,000 Ubers traveling around.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the streets are just covered with people. But speaking about BART, that's like the subway for San Francisco. BART after Santacon is quite the thing. It's like, picture like a can of Pringles stuffed with a bunch of Santa Claus, It's just like, wah! And once again, peppermint vomit smell. It's just, that's like the thing, it's got this, no, I'm not going to describe it.
Yeah. Gladlord's like, so Santacon became a drunkard contest to determine who's the most alcoholic of the year. Not necessarily, but, it definitely became a drinking holiday. I mean, it's like it's the St. Patrick's Day of the Christmas season, really.
Cass had to pick up a friend who went to Santacon. Worst Waldo ever.
Oh my God, right? Everyone's dressed up like Santa. You're like, it's like, yeah, they're like I'm on the corner. I'm the one dressed in the Santa suit.
Yeah. Well, a little Santacon pro tip though. If you get out there hella early. Like when we went, we were there before the crowds. And when you left, the bar that we were in had like a line to the end of the corner by like an hour later.
Definitely.
So,
yeah, I mean,
and that's also what adds to the drunkenness. You're starting
right.
early.
Yeah, I mean, people. Well, also, it's. I mean, I wish that there was a little bit of that, like, early '90s vibe of like having a big mob of Santas, not just bouncing from bar to bar, but like, tormenting shoppers. I mean,
I kind of want to like, I kind of want to like start like a counter event that goes on at the same time as SantaCon, like ElfCon or FrostyCon, where it's like a whole bunch, starkly contrast outfits, and then you just like go as a group and the goal is to make lots of noise and cut through crowds and just make people get weirded out. People being like, "Wait, this isn't what it's supposed to be," and then that's what.
Well, I do actually. That reminds me of something I saw in it was in the 90s. It was actually it was a group of people dressed as elves, and they were this was back like I said, it was the bar crawl element was happening, but it wasn't like just a bar crawl at that point. And there was a bunch of people with elves and picket signs, and they were basically a picket sign. They were on strike.
Okay.
For for North Pole, due to Santa's slave labor working conditions on the North Pole, in the North Pole, and and it was like Christmas is canceled. Santa Claus is a slave driver. It was
wow. He it goes back to your thing about how creepy he is and he's a slave owner. My gosh. Oh, I got
exactly. It was so that was pretty neat. So that kind of thing. Yeah, Krampus. Now, DJ Tyme, are you aware of what Krampusnacht is?
Krampus not it's Krampus. It's like the anti-Santa. I believe it originated in Sweden, right, or somewhere in the Norwegian areas.
It's like
because I remember my mom telling me about it when I was a kid quite frequently. But I don't know much about
Santa.
it.
It's basically like sort of like the anti-Santa. It's the Christmas demon, and instead of like if you're a bad kid, instead of getting coal in your stocking from Santa Claus, you get this Christmas demon comes and does I don't know what the Christmas demon does. Bad stuff.
I think it's like, if I remember correctly, I think it's like something really bad, like eat your children or something like that. I could be wrong, but you know what I just realized is, we have the anti-holiday party and we have the holiday party. So tonight we celebrate Santa, the slave owner. And then next week, we celebrate Krampus, the demon. Gosh, we're just full of cheery ideas.
Yes,
over
and
here.
then of course, actual Christmas is on Friday, so we will be doing a Twitchmas. I'm gonna be like the little fireside chat. Christmas I don't know what the hell we're doing. Like we're literally spending Christmas with Twitch. Like we're not going home for the holidays.
Nice.
We are.
Well, that's on Friday the 25th, which is awesome because the day before, on the 24th, it's a Thursday, and so I'm going to be doing a very special edition of pre-rolling and rolling and from my mom's house in a winter cabin. She's going to be dressed as Mrs. Claus, making cookies. My stepdad's going to be dressed as Santa Claus, making mulled wine, and we're going to have the camera set up in the kitchen. Kind of like how Harrison did for the Thanksgiving one, very similar to that layout. Yeah,
cute.
And the thing that's really cool about this is that, like, normally we have family come over or we go to family, and this year we can't do that. So this year, this is our way of hanging out with the family. So my mom is like telling everybody in the family, "Hey, we're going to be making cookies and wine. Come and hang out with us." So it's going to be. I'm really excited for those 2 days of streaming.
We are going to.
I
mean, my Wednesday listening party is going to be all Christmas music. Then your Thursday with the family. Then Friday is Twitchmas.
Also your actual birthday.
And my actual birthday. It's like it's wholesome. Yes.
Wholesome.
Hello, Muffle Mug. Krampus originates in the East Alps region. Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't think it was Sweden. I thought it was like more of a southern Germany thing. Yep, definitely.
Well, I don't know it.
Yeah, well,
I'm not a real German. I don't know those people.
Right. Well, I'm gonna let you go, DJ Tyme, and we are gonna. I'm looking forward to your Santacon set in 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be kicking us off.
3 hours.
So, thanks everyone. Give it up for DJ Tyme.
Bye.
Damn, son.
Damn, son. Where'd you...
Bye, DJ Tyme.
Oh my God. Hypa. Are you guys ready for Santacon? Okay, so
dust storms going
this
on.
is my little light here is going
I
out.
know. I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Where did you plug this in? I have a feeling you.
It's plugged into the. Oh God, it's getting craziness.
It's not plugged in at all.
Yeah. I don't know. Just plug it into wherever you. Oh, you had probably had it.
Dude.
What?
It's not plugged in at all.
I know it's not.
How is it on?
Oh, it's got a little battery. What was that I was saying at the top of the show about just like there's always just so much. I left my reverb on. Now my ring light is running out of light. I'm like, and tech support is here. Okay, let me do something that I always end up forgetting, which is changing. Oh God, what is going on?
It is warm back here.
It is warm. It's and we're in Santa suits.
No. It's warm behind the computer.
Oh well, of course it's warm behind the computer.
You know what? I'm gonna turn on the fan.
Okay, don't turn on the fan. Open up the window.
No.
Please.
Heat right there.
Oh.
The neighbors smoke. They have a party going on.
No, their party's over.
I know.
It is. I already listened to somebody break up over the phone with long distance.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm like, who the hell is outside talking super duper loud, and they're not actually outside. They were just on the balcony right below us, and I was like, oh, and he's speaking American English, and apparently, from what I could tell from the like 30 seconds of conversation I heard, somebody's not having a good holiday season and just broke up long distance over the phone. I like, on the one hand, I'm like so annoyed by our downstairs neighbors, and but now I kind of feel like, oh, I feel bad. Anyway, all right. So we are getting ready to celebrate my favorite holiday. That's actually not my favorite holiday. My favorite holiday, of course, is Halloween. But I do love Santacon because any excuse to dress up. So are you guys ready for Santacon realness? There might be, I'm warning you right now, there may be a few Christmas mashups in the mix. Are you guys okay with that?
There might also be dust storms.
There might also be dust storms. Yeah, we're pretty low. I'm coming at you in glorious 720, which was Jupiter Gatling's idea
Reached new heights of shittiness, or new lows. I don't know how to say this.
Yeah.
We are working on it.
We are, yes. Tech support is working on it. So, anyway.
Eventually, I guess.
Will there be Santas in drag? I don't know. And yes, well, okay, so here's the deal with Whamageddon, everyone. So, if you're doing the little drummer boy challenge, I might give you fair warning if I go there, but there really aren't that many little drummer boy mashups. And Whamageddon only counts if you hear the original. Mashups and covers don't count. So if I play Last Christmas, you're still in it. So you're still in Whamageddon. So yes. All right, time to switch things over.
Do you want a cute red sect as well?
No, I would like a beer, please.
You're boring.
Beer lady.
You're boring. You have a red beverage, a red libation in theme.
Nope.
And you do not want this.
Nope. All right, everyone. Happy Santacon.
Oh, what just happened? Oh, okay.
Merry Christmas.